So what we do as Seeker is make principal, aligned, and explainable AI, and I'm here to talk about how we enable others to do so. So in a similar spirit to previous talks, there are challenges in AI right now. Biases in training data leading to biased responses, lack of explainability, lack of trust, unknown training sets, not having the ability to attribute models' decisions to certain data points, out-of-date training data, so facts, latest world knowledge is not embedded in the model's knowledge. And in order to go around and defend these challenges, we have to take the stance of building responsible AI. And these are our pillars as we see them at Seeker. So principal alignment is essentially what we call the process of injecting domain-specific knowledge into the model's knowledge, up-to-date knowledge, and that knowledge could be up-to-date knowledge, like world knowledge, facts, things like that. Explainability, so essentially the ability to understand why a model made a certain decision and the ability to attribute the decision to specific influential data points from the training set, from the validation set. And also responsibility, bringing the human in the loop, bringing the expert in the loop in when the model is uncertain, when the model is not confident about a specific decision. So those are the pillars of our philosophy, and based on that, we build a product that we call Seeker Flow, that is an end-to-end development tool set that allows developers and enterprises to build trusted AI models. So Seeker Flow is essentially a collection of pipelines and workflows that produce large language models that will comply with domain-specific expertise. There's a lot of nice things to it. And I think this kind of slide gives the higher level picture of what Seeker Flow does. So developers and data scientists have access to our APIs and SDKs. The platform is cloud and hardware agnostic. It can run on any hardware, on any cloud. And it comes out with the tooling and infrastructure to achieve what we call responsible and principle-aligned AI. So things like principle alignment, validating model lifecycle management, optimizing your prompts, monitoring, auto-scaling, things like that. So those are going to be available via APIs and SDKs that folks can access and build their own systems. Let me talk a little bit about these alignment principles. So everything starts with a high-level specification of the problem. So that could be a prompt, it could be some files, it could be some documents that are specific to that domain. And then an LLM agent will go off and generate instructions that will constitute the knowledge to be injected into the model. So the agent will use self-critiquing, will use uncertainty maps, may invoke the human to come in the loop in cases where the confidence is not enough, and there may be a validation step needed. But at the very end, you will have a large language model that knows how to behave within the principles of the specific domain. Moving on to this notion of explainability in a similar spirit. So being able to trust the model's predictions, it's important, and needing the access to algorithms and approaches to explain the model's predictions is pivotal. So the tooling that comes with Seeker Flow involves model-agnostic and model-specific algorithms for explainability that will be able to give developers the maps and the visual interpretations of why the model made certain decisions. You will also have the ability, if training data is available, to track, attribute the specific decision to the specific influential data points. So these are a few examples of Secretflow in action. I'm just going to focus on a couple of different domains. There are some specific domains that have been aligned to models that have been aligned to specific domains. So the second row over there, I have an example of detecting civility in podcasts. So if you read that snippet, there's a clear instance of hate speech, and an aligned model that knows the definitions of civility, knows how to detect that. You see that it detects hate speech. But in an unaligned model, this is a model that you all know, using prompt engineering and even complex prompt engineering, chain of thought, tree of thoughts, is not able to detect the very nuanced instance of a personal attack there and hate speech. Maybe I'll move on to the third row over there. So this is a cancer research example. So if you read the prompt, I have a new drug on the market that injects T cells into the patient to help fight cancer. How can I get FDA approval? So a model that is aligned actually understands that injecting T cells is about regenerative advanced therapy, RAT as we call it, and therefore recommends steps and strategies that are specific to that process of getting FDA approval for RAT, for regenerative advanced therapy. And an unaligned model gives a very specific, a very generic response, and really doesn't understand what the prompt is about. So, and yeah, Secretflow is something that we're going to be making available to businesses and developers pretty soon, and that's it.